I find this interesting. Once you've got a military academy with the Zulu, building regular cavalry is 330. Building corps is 330. It's no more expensive to build the one that's 15 strength higher. It's nuts. The cavalry is now finally joining this party. Let's clear these barbs for once and for all. Here is Petra. That's right, build the little brass statue on top first. That's the most important bit. Oh, such a cool building. I love it. I love it. Okay, that's in my capital. That just turns these tiles into, well, they're not any better really, but it does it, and that's what's important. I think let's get the factory done, and then we'll do a coal power plant. 10 production, that is, and then military academy, and then we'll see about building some insanely powerful units. Now I'm getting diplomatic service. That's quite good. I would quite like mobilization's not the one I want. I want nationalization, I think. Nationalism. Of course it is. Declare war using a casus belli. You know what? I could probably do that. Let's have a quick look. Formal war. No, we need to unlock some other stuff first, but we could possibly do that. There's one encampment done. Okay, phew. This is good. We've been fighting against these things for far too long now. I think we might be able to just go and actually liberate this area. Plus, I can get my settler back now. That's wonderful. Oh, this is a 2 for the price of 1. Look, watch, if I settle here, bam! Both of those barb encampments are destroyed. Lovely. Now, we're in a bit of a siege situation here, but I reckon we'll be able to I think we should be able to keep this. Walls are finally beginning to pop up though now, so I can start to defend myself just automatically. Okay, right, I need to get Beowulf back there or something. Can I do that? Yeah, next turn maybe. But yeah, this is the most insane barbarian problem we have seen in a long time. Plus, look, they have their own hero. The swordsman is glowing and precious. I don't know why, I don't know what they've done, but we've got to kill them for it. I don't like anyone being special or precious that isn't me. I'm incredibly jealous. Oh my god, I just killed it and it's just reappeared. They are winding me up now. Oh, if I have to settle over there as well, it's going to be so frustrating. We have power in the capital. Oh yeah, we're now on 151 production. It's pretty nice, isn't it? Military academy in 2 turns. That will set me up beautifully. The Jebel Barkal in 3 turns. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, it's so tempting. And that is it. Vampires, yeah, they're just too powerful. Too powerful for Dido to handle, and that is okay. Another level 4 unit there, keeping these cities. India is just being India, to be fair. We've actually made a tourism victory even easier than it was before, because Dido actually was the culture leader. So yeah, we're doing all right actually. If we just check in on the score victory, you can see that I am on 1,256 and nobody's above 394. No one's doing that well. I really want to see what's going on actually. I want to put a satellite into space and have a look. Oh, Woolen just appeared behind Gandhi. That's the 2nd military city-state, which means the Kilwa would actually give me 15% extra production to produce units in all of my cities. Just in case I didn't have enough production as it is. It's Beowulf and a single wall versus what I would describe as the biggest horde I've ever faced. Oh my goodness, this is nuts. Economics will get me some corporations. Really, I should probably get field cannons, actually thinking about it. Maybe that's next. That's next up on the list. But Beowulf, you're going to have to be on your finest behaviour here. Right, let's challenge you and attack you. Out he goes. Good luck, sir. You'll buy yourself on this one. Mad thing about this game, if we actually do this, is we've actually got, I think, 5 monopolies now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no, so we could get 5. Ivory and silver, so we could actually get 6. Silver, there's 1 here. I'm just figuring out how to get it because it's on my, 4th tile of a load of things. So we just need to sort of work on that one. But, yeah, loads of stuff available to us. Ivory over here that could be picked up, actually. I mean, there's probably ivory in this mess somewhere as well. I'm losing track of where's on fire and where's not. That's the biggest problem for me right now. Challenge that. Yeah, see, that one was glowing. Didn't trust him. Don't worry, Gandhi. Those troops are merely passing by. I'm not being suspicious in any way at all. Oh look, chemistry. Mendeleev is actually very, very handy. Let's just do that and go bump, sanitation and chemistry. Wonderful. I'm just getting flight for not bomber related reasons at all, I promise. Actually, we could go refining. Oh, to be honest, I kind of want it all. I want it all. It's all so good. Right, we can start actually getting some universities in as well up in that northern territory. Let's get the stables in there. I'm just working my way onto these sort of little barbs in this corner, and I think, yeah, you know what? I do actually want to go to war with you. I lied, but unfortunately there's literally no one here to learn of your the betrayal that happened today. Right, I've got the... Oh yeah, okay, right, hang on. Look at this. Siege tower is in place. The count is 110 strength and goes bump and takes the city in one turn. Yeah, this may be quick. Similar job to before. One hit, one city, mine. Oh my god, look at this. Beowulf is just totally surrounded on all sides. Oh, he's doing well. There's the Jebel Barkal. It was 3 turns. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to treat myself. I deserved this. I've been well behaved this year. Santa is going to build me a huge desert monolith that produces 6 iron per turn. I mean, cool. Of course he will. Bit of faith as well, actually. Helps to get those heroes back. Actually, to be fair, the Forbidden City is a great shout. That's 6 turns, it reckons, but that's another government policy slot. I could do a lot with that. Oh, Delhi. It actually has the Oracle. Oh, that'd be quite nice. I could do with that pickup. Oh, and a preserve. Everything's on fire, but it is a preserve. You know, again, you have to hand the ambition to the AI, even if the execution is a little bit suspect. 119 strength. Doesn't matter that Delhi has Renaissance walls, really. Oh, yeah. They are going to go down very quickly. We've got the city sieged as well. I think even my cavalry can do decent damage against the walls. Yeah, this is going well. Oh, Hippolyta. Okay, right. Well, it looks like India have finally started to actually play ball. This is intriguing. This is what happens between turns, by the way. Look, the entire... Oh my god, there's so many of them. Just barbarians are just charging at poor Beowulf. He stood there going, I don't know what I've done to you all. Oh, forms an armada. Oh, that's quite exciting. Okay, he's my actual first boat. That's it's a little embarrassing, that, but we'll skip over that fact pretty quickly. Just realised I should actually be building corporations, so here we go. The first corporation should be doing. Wonderful, Ryan Shiny Fluid. The finest providers of mercury you'll ever see. Ryan Snuffle Balls as well. It's a beautiful corporation over here. Lots of gold in this city. Very nice. Nationalism. There we go. Right, armies. Actually, that's a really important step for me. Makes my vampires even stronger. Oh, and Hippolyta's actually come out of the city. That's intriguing. Unfortunately, the Count... yeah, the Count has Hippolyta's number. Oh my word. A body without flesh. Ooh, that's a very strange picture. I haven't seen that one before. Woohoo! Flight. That's very exciting, isn't it? Okie dokie. Let's just... I mean, as you can see, we've still got Delhi. It's still surrounded. The Count is doing the best of the work here, actually, but the cavalry here is just giving me some faith as well. Oh, actually, I can get myself and my hero back. Hooray! Question is going to be, do I have any desert that I don't own that I can drop resources into? Oh yeah, up here. Okay, that'll do. Oh, Leonardo da Vinci. Fantastic. Workshops provide +3 culture, and we've got replaceable parts. Amazing. Now the Forbidden City. This is becoming just the most amazing SimCity-esque build in my capital. I never get to build this wonder. The computer normally just jumps on it immediately because it's just on their list of like cool things to do, but oh my god, it's brilliant. The extra just wildcard policy slot alone makes it worth it. I'm going to treat myself to logistics. Oh, it's one of my favourites. Actually being able to use or move your units around at decent speed if they start in your own territory, wonderful. Got some more silver here as well. Actually, finally breaking through into Delhi as well, which is quite exciting. The Count, can you take the city? Yes, you can. Of course you can. Beautiful. And here's Mumbai. I've already surrounded it just with 2 pike and shots, but because they've only got ancient walls in, yeah, this won't take long. Here we go, next round of attacks on Mumbai. I'm pretty sure we should be able to kill them now with that. Fountain of Youth. Okay, that's useful. And there we go, we are left all by ourselves. We haven't won the game yet. There's still people out there apparently, but we just don't know who they are. Actually, the funny thing is when we do find people, they're going to have no clue that anyone ever existed on this continent. It's going to be a total mystery for them. The perfect ruse. Oh, hi. Hang on, did you spawn on this continent by yourself? Yeah, we did. Yeah, sure. Cough. So, mystery player, you've been living by yourself this whole time. How come you've got such a huge army? Oh, well, you know how it is. Just barbs everywhere. I mean, saying all this though, I really should probably get a harbour going and actually build at least a couple of boats to go and find people now. Chemistry, there we go. And nationalism, oh, it's all happening now. Isn't this all very, very exciting? So as my Western Empire is being assaulted by a seemingly endless wave of barbarian crossbows, I thought I'd interrupt the series quickly just as a reminder to say I see a lot of comments asking me about the maps I use, the mods I use, the music that you're hearing. Could you just remind people to come to Discord? I try and do it. If I see the comments, then I'll say, yeah, come to Discord because I keep everything there. Just if you see it, if you wouldn't mind telling people, that would be smashing. No pressure, it's just we're building up an amazing community on Discord and it's nice to have all of those save files available for people if they want them. So the civilization on my beautiful banana/moon shaped continent is going amazingly, but I do have areas that I do not have under control, like this shore up in the north is a little bit of a problem. I've got some issue to the west in these 2 places, and there's the odd sort of archipelago, which is a little bit difficult to try and, civilize. So I've got to get a few builders out, and I'm going to just switch around my policy cards to do that. But there is this whole other continent that we haven't found, which is deeply disappointing. I know that I'm winning on science and culture and domination, so, you know, the computer's not doing that well. I mean, even culture-wise, they're not doing very well, which is going to be hilarious because I've got 280% luxury resource monopolies. This player doesn't even have the enlightenment that this one does, so that gives you an indication of roughly where people are, but I mean, they're not doing very well. So as I build up a beautiful sets of armies, we've got things like Knight Corps, which are on the way to go and explore this other island. I've got Cavalry Corps on the way. I'm going to send my vampires in the other direction. The only problem is, this sea between is riddled with barbarians, so we might have to build the Venetian arsenal a little quicker than we're doing at the moment. Like this 33 turns, and 27 if I do the focus. Okay, so that, I mean, that's fine, but I need to get some trade routes going from this city, for instance. But yeah, we need to sort this out. We need to just colonize the rest of my continent, go and find the other continent, and I think we're just going to, I don't know, just sit on them maybe. I say sit on them. We're going to crush them. I'm also, just as a priority, going to make my way now towards steam power, because that's right, it's railroad time. Ivory corporations are one of the best ones you can get, because these things, oh, look at that, military units in a host city. You can start making these ivory products and sending them to the capital to make some crazy quick units. Ryan's shiny hard sticks, yeah. I think that gives people the sense of what this ivory business is all about. So I just picked up civil engineering, which is pretty good. I no longer really need professional army or chivalry, particularly. Logistics and veterancy is a fantastic combo. Really, I need to just build up my infrastructure a little bit. Natural philosophy is a really good option. Public works is a good option. And I also like the idea of getting in colonialization. Settlers, builders, production, money and science, all in different amounts of that. Look at that, 254 science coming in per turn. That's not bad considering how absolutely mental this map was at the start. James Young is going to find oil for me. I own an entire continent, so I'm hoping I'll have lots. Oil underneath an encampment, that's pretty good. And that one is underneath an encampment, and that one's underneath the city. Look at that. So we've got, actually, we should be getting about 6 per turn coming in. Well, Once I know the tech, anyway. Oh my word, look at all these barbs. And look at that. Oh, that's a 4 population loss eruption. Oh wow. This city, it cannot get a break. It's been hit by 2 different blizzards. Now the eruption's gone off. The barbs have not stopped. I mean, that is cruel on all levels. Come on, just finish it, Akanda. Do that. Ooh, instantly creates an ironclad. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. We like ironclads a lot. Just because actually I can use them to kill all of these barbarian boats that have been hounding me. Oh, and there's a settler there actually. Oh, that's quite handy. I left this bit in shadow for 1 turn and an outpost sprang up. I mean, oh my god, would you please stop? Really starting to make it out to sea now, which is quite exciting. Why am I sending my full army? Don't really know. Are there barbarian boats? Absolutely everywhere, killing me at every turn. Yep, there are indeed. I mean, this island over here is just a state. I don't know what's going on over here, but blah. I love this industrial era. We just don't know who these other people are. It's mad, but we actually are still in the golden age, and that's what matters. Culture industry, look at this. +1 culture for every specialty district. 74 culture per turn. That's a huge bonus. I quite like building wonders though, so I'm going to go for wonders, and I'm going to stack that with the actual skyscrapers card instead of public works. Let's do that. My capital at the moment is producing settlers. A lot of them, but now, I mean, some of these wonders are 4-turn wonders. The University of Sankor, for instance, is a great example of one. Taj Mahal would be pretty good. The Casa don Contracion. That's extra governor titles, although admittedly that's not something I really need to be doing. Although I say that, why don't I just do it anyway? I don't know. We'll save those for a second. I don't think the AI is actually building any wonders at the moment of any significance. They did just build the Great Bath. That was a little bit of a kick in the teeth, but never mind. Oh, Cahokia and someone here. Is that blue and white? Is either Persia, America, India? I don't know. It can't be India, actually. They tend not to do that, but someone over there actually managed to win one of these votes, even though I only had 1 vote and somebody else had 150 diplomatic favour, so that's pretty good. Yeah, these shield islands, as I'm calling them, are actually proving really difficult to get through because the barbs are all over them. Absolutely all over them. But I think I'm just about getting my units through now that there's another city-state over in that direction. Oh man, I'm looking forward to seeing what this island's all about. Oh, wonder construction. Oh, nice. Actually, you can go and speed up the Venetian arsenal for me. There we go. I think that's the wonder, yeah. Look at that. Oh, my word. This is a pretty little area. I quite like the Venetian arsenal here. This kind of feels a little bit Venetian. Actually, you can imagine this is the Adriatic coming through, built on the reef and sort of the shallow sea just by it. Yeah, I quite like that. Anyway, that means we can now double build boats, which is very handy. Samarkand. Oh, Australia. Aha, Australia's in the game. Okay, we'll find them pretty soon, I think. I believe. Here is Australia. Okay, Junkard, 94 science, 58 culture. You know what? That's better than I was kind of expecting. It's not even their only city. Let's send them an embassy. Let's make open borders with them. We're going to make good friends with these guys pretty much off the bat. Oh, look at all these strategics I've got to offer you, Australia. What are you offering me in return? Will you give me all your gold? Oh yes, they're going to give me everything. Hang on. I mean, how is this for a how do you do deal? 120 gold per turn for just some luxuries and some strategics that I've got like 200 of. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Right, look at that. We should be friends with them pretty much off the bat, but we'll just keep an eye on this. I don't want to attack them just yet, although it would be pretty easy to attack them. I want to kind of just have a peek and see what's going on in this continent. Actually, their capital's doing pretty good. Canberra. 16 pop. Very nice. It's Maposhi. Okay, 71. Okay, they're doing pretty good actually. They're not doing too badly at all. Let's just quickly, I'll do exactly the same to them. See if I can make friends with them. Open the borders up. This time 72 gold from them. But again, that should mean that they like me. Yeah, okay, good. 2 friends hopefully from that. Oh my god, have you seen the size of their continent? It's tiny. It's absolutely tiny. And we've just circumnavigated the world as well, but like, oh my god, there's hardly anything to it. It's almost quite sad. Australia only has 3 cities, Mapuche 3 as well. I don't think that's quite true. There must be 1 city they're not allowed to trade away for whatever reason. It's difficult to say. Sometimes it's because it's got a particular wonder, or sometimes it's because it's got a particular city-state requirement on it or something silly, but yeah. It's, I feel quite sorry for them. How are we going to win this game though? I mean, admittedly, what's happened is my luxury resource monopoly bonus has gone down drastically, just purely because I traded a load of stuff with them. So, I mean, what I could do, for a laugh, is go to war with them both again. And by doing that, my culture is going to shoot up with them. Make sense? Yeah? I think it does. But I think I might do that. I've got my vampires that are ready to sort of just slowly descend. I think war has got to be the only way here. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and quite frankly, that's what we've got to do. So I'm going to start denouncing them all. Here is the Casa. It's a nice wonder, this one. It should actually give me a lot of extra gold because a bunch of my cities are on a different continent than the one I started on. So again, quite a nice one, that one. I just love it when the lights turn on and the animations. Oh, beautiful. A new vampire. Oh, yes. A new vampire castle. All of these things make my capital even better. But I could have used... just another troop to throw at barbarians. Like when this happens, 2 great people in one term as an admiral, and also Darwin. Darwin, very nice. There really isn't much of a better place than the Giant's Causeway on this map. We haven't found any other wonders more than 2 tiles. I mean, the Cliffs of Dover is also 2 tiles. The Fountain of Youth is only the 1. That's all we found. So, yeah, you know what? For once, I can actually just keep him in my own lands, which is quite handy. Oh my god, a flood just tore through a good chunk of those barbarians. Only 1 unit killed, but I swear that did a lot more damage than that. This city just, I think it was originally on like 10 pop. Like another storm has just swept through here. Oh my god, the poor thing. Like, it just cannot catch a break. Importantly though, the railways have begun. It's that time of the game. Starting to build a navy now. Some of my cities can build frigate fleets in the whole whopping 3 turns, which is pretty impressive. They don't get the Zulu power building those things, but they're still pretty good. Slowly but surely as well, I'm starting to settle into this western side of the map. We're having to absolutely take this like 3 steps forwards and 17 backwards, but we will get there. I am building such a navy. Such a navy. I've got like 500 strength worth of boats and about 4 turns at the moment. It's just a combination of the policy cards. I've got press gangs being sort of very useful in this situation. I'm eating through barbarian boats. I'm just actually using them to level myself up really nicely. Oh, this is beautiful. The only thing I need to do is make a canal city, because technically this is a lake and none of my boats can get out, which is a little bit of a problem, but it's no problem we can't deal with. We are super capable people here. Here we go. Lovely little canal city. Look at that. Yum. Yum. Right, okay, let's just stick all these guys through. We've got our frigates out. They can go and just go and explore Australia's borders, I feel. I had a lot of people ask me about whether or not I was not using scouts at the start of the game, or whether I was, not exploring the map enough. Genuinely speaking, my entire strategy of the game has been purely based on survival against barbs. You can see just from the quantity of barbs here that you can't just explore like you would normally do. Let's just get anti-tank crew. Look at that. Oh, delightful. You can't just do that. You have to very delicately move 1 step forward, 1 step forward, 1 step forward. If I built a scout at the beginning of the game, it would have died in, I would say, about half a turn. I don't think it would have survived to the end of the turn. I would have ended up misclicking and it would have died almost immediately. So there was no point. There was just genuinely no point. So and that's why I kind of did the start as I did. If you play with this mod, I would recommend you have a go with the mod. It's really, really good fun. You'll see what I mean. This game is nuts. Also, again, vampire castles, I could make better ones than this, but this is not a bad one considering the size of these volcano tiles. This is a 27 production, 28 food vampire castle. I mean, you know, if I'm just going to settle for putting it down, I think that'll do. Oh man, I'm enjoying getting these railways down as well. We've almost connected up to the capital. It's found this city here. Again, I'm just stopping the barbs from expanding into any sort of piece of my land. Plus my anti-tank crew actually managed to get to 5 health and it survived. It must be infuriating for the barbarians. We've almost done it. Oh, no, we haven't. It's time for me to do the entirely rational thing of actually jumping on. I'm going to declare war on both of them because I've got 160% luxury resource monopoly at the moment. Declaring formal wars on both, not only does it give Australia a bunch of production, you're welcome, but it also means that my luxury monopoly modifier will go up. Quickly swap in total war because, oh look at that, I just happen to have depredation cavalry just ready to go in Australia's lands. That's just coincidental, I think. Oh dear, oh my word, look at these tiles. Oh, why have you not settled up there? Mapushi, even the appeal of this is breathtaking. You could make that an incredible tile. St. Basil's Cathedral. Oh yeah, I was building that because I was thinking sticking relics in this obviously increases the tourism, and I was just testing for myself because I think heroic relics count as religious relics. I was just going to see if this actually does increase the tourism for them. Yeah, it does. There you go. So by doing all of this, actually I can't put heroic relics within St. Basil's Cathedral. Of course I can't. Okay. But that's still very interesting to know. So my tourism has gone up a lot now. I just picked up James Watt, who is the great engineer that puts down a workshop and a factory in an industrial zone. Here's a little trick for you. If you go onto the map search and you search industrial zone in the top, and then in the bottom you put a workshop and run that search, it will specifically search the map for any industrial zone that does not have a workshop in. So I immediately know that Truffleton and Cause for Concern are 2 places that would benefit from him perfectly because it would put a workshop and a factory into both of those industrial zones. I also know that both of those are in range of Magnus's vertical integration ability. So this game sucks. His production, which is already at 218, is going to get even higher. I'm just popping down as well an entertainment complex here so that I can stick the Colosseum, because this -4 amenities in my capital is being rather annoying now. That's -20% on yields. Ugh. My capital deserves better than that. Ryan's Shiny Crusty Bits. I think that's a good Diamond Corporation name, don't you? Some fantastic pillaging still in Australia's lands. Just boosted rocketry almost to full now, which is pretty damn good. This Night Core is doing alright actually. Can't really complain. Especially because the Count has just made its landing. And it's just a few turns away from Newcastle, which only... Oh no, it does have Renaissance walls, but that's a problem. But I've already got 85 strength. So if I were to attack this city, you can see I've got 114 strength. And that Count is only going to get more powerful. There is the Mont Saint-Michel. Oh, I love this wonder. The fact that it just randomly builds a mountain out of nowhere in order to build them. Like, the animation of that is really, really cool. God, Vampire Castle in the background. We've got the industrial zone there. I have to say, this game is so pretty. It's like one of those city builder games, like City Skylines, I guess, where if you zoom in and have a look, suddenly the map is way more beautiful than you remember, and you're like, oh, that's actually really, really good. Okay, the problem with my capital is every time I build something with an amenity, all it does is just suck the luxury away to somewhere else. I need more luxuries, and I need them quick. So we're going to have to think about getting more luxuries in the meantime, though. Here is the Colosseum. I think putting it there gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cities that'll all benefit from it, which is pretty good. And then Cristo Redentor is another wonderful pickup as well. That will give me even more tourism on my relics. Oh man, I just used the charge, but because the industrial zone is flooded, it didn't work. Oh, what a waste. Should have spotted that. So don't forget, this vampire is still leveling himself up. So I just need to get him next to all of the barbarians that I end up killing. That would be an amazing thing for me. Let's just see that one and kill it. So I think I've got now, yeah, +4, but that will only increase. Australia are currently very rudely being the people that are actually increasing their domestic tourists. So I think when I start to attack these cities, I mean, oh, actually that's an army, that's really good fun. Whilst my continent is a bastion of civilization, their continent, I believe, is a barb pit. So I'm going to raise the city, and they're going to reclaim this land back to the barbarian overlords that should own it. Since I last updated you, we've had 1 more blizzard and 2 more eruptions in this city. I genuinely believe about 15 population has died in this city thus far. It has been terrifying. Like, why anybody is still living here, I don't know. With these little spinny castles in the background, here comes Colosseum. Again, one of my more favourite animations, just because of the cylindrical way that it all gets put together. Oh, beautiful. Also, there's like 5 more layers to Colosseum that you would ever imagine there actually being. It's really, really cool. Oh, I love it. Okay, right, rocketry is now done, which means I can start to think about putting a satellite into space so I can see the whole map. That would be reasonably useful. I'm still putting science up. You can see I've got a chicken pizza being built. I've got the Taj Mahal being built. Now we've got the Crystal Redentor. I have like 7 different wonders being built at once. Oxford University. Over here, the Orskavaz. That's how you pronounce that one. Sure. Yeah, it's all coming together. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson and Salty Tech for all of your support on Patreon, as well as everybody else who's joining the community and making this place a fantastic space to be. Thank you guys, you keep me going.